Hello people of the world and welcome to today's episode of Coffee Chats with Jax. If you have been following me on this journey, then I want you to know that I'm officially at my home in Nashville, Tennessee. So excited, finally finished up the move. This is my first video in my new home. Everything's going amazing. Thank you so much for being so encouraging and supportive through all of that. I even had some friends over at Style We. It's a clothing company that sent me this new dress that I'm so excited about to help me with the move. If you guys have heard of them or not, go check them out. Their link is in the description box below. For today's video, I really wanted to talk to you guys about just the process that I've been going through on getting to know a new home and a new place. And if any of you have ever moved before, across the country, across town, or really just started like a new school or anything, then you know that moving is not always easy, and starting fresh and new is not always the easiest thing, and it can be scary. And you guys, I think the thing that I was most excited about for the move was meeting all the new people, because meeting people and getting to know people is honestly one of my favorite things in the whole world, and I was so excited to be able to do that in a new home where I knew I was going to be for a while. And normally that's like really easy and fun for me, like talking to new people and getting to hear people's stories and introducing myself for the first time. And then when I moved here and I went into my church for the first time, I realized, oh my gosh, this is actually really scary. I had so many butterflies sitting in the car before I got out to go, and I was sitting there and I was so scared because the thoughts that were going through my head was like, wait a minute, this actually matters. Like, these are going to be my people, this is going to be my place, this is going to be what hopefully becomes my home here, and it's why I moved. And so all this pressure started building up in my head and in my heart, and I got so scared, and finally I just felt like Jesus was saying, just trust me. Like, you've trusted me this far, you've been leaning on me this far, like I brought you all the way here, I'm not just gonna drop you off and say peace out, I'm going this way and you have fun. And so I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I got out of the car and I walked in, and you guys, honestly, it was incredible. I think if I have any tips for you about walking into a new place for the first time, that you want to get to know people, whether that's school, whether that's a church, a new job, a new town, new roommates, really anything new that you're feeling scared about, don't look at your phone. I know that you're going to want to, because that's what I wanted to do, because you're alone and you're in a new place and you don't want to seem alone. Like, you want to seem like you're okay and you don't want to stand out. And so like every instinct in me wanted to walk in texting, or I don't know, getting on Twitter or something, or talking, I don't know, tweeting one of you guys, just anything for comfort. But I knew I can't do that. So keep the phones away, walk in, smile, wave at people, whether you know them or not. That's what I did. I felt like an idiot. But honestly, when I'd wave at people, they'd come and talk to me. And then that was a great opening into the new spot. And you guys, I met so many awesome people that way. And something that I did that was really scary, but ended up being awesome, was during one of the, I don't know, sessions. I walked in a little late because I ran to my car to get a banana and peanut butter. Yes, I know. I wanted to sit in the back by myself and just kind of like take it in and be in my own little like safe spot, but there was this girl sitting by herself, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go sit by her. So everything in me didn't want to because I got scared, but I just kind of shoved those feelings aside, and I went and I sat down. I introduced myself. I was like, hey, is the seat taken? She was like, no, girl. And I introduced myself and sat down, and it was scary, but it's kind of just like putting forth the effort, like extending a hand, making any kind of effort. I know it's scary and it's like vulnerable to reach out and try and make a new friend that way, because you don't know if like, well, maybe they don't want to be my friend, or maybe they already have their people and whatnot, and it's like, I don't want to come across as like needy, or like, I don't know what they're thinking, maybe they won't like me. Like, all those things were going through my head, and I'm sure you guys can relate. It's a hard, scary thing, but it's kind of just putting yourself out there. And so by going and sitting next to this girl who wasn't sitting by anyone, I made a new friend. We ended up going out to lunch afterwards, and it was awesome just getting to know new people. And so if you've gotten anything from these videos, I want it to be that building relationships is the most important thing ever. Not networking purposes, like yeah, that's important too, but just like wholesome people to go through life with. And moving to a new place, that's scary. And so I got kind of anxious because I was like, I just want to find where I belong. I want to find my people, like the easy people that I can just go to and hang out with. And I realized that, wow, I'm 2 days in. I need to chill out. And so honestly, patience is something that I'm learning a lot. Like, be patient with yourself. Be like, some people it's gonna take a while to build the trust and to share your story and hear their story, but other people it might not take a while, and it might be like an instant trust. I think I meant a little bit of both last weekend, and it's all about patience. The little things are what matters. Smiling, waving, remembering the little things that they told you, asking questions, okay. I love asking people questions. I love it when people ask me questions because it shows that they care. It totally shows that they care. Like, pick up on what they love to do and ask them about it. That's helped me so much with getting to know people and building relationships, because whatever gets someone like happy and excited and fired up, they want to talk about it. So if you love singing, I'm gonna ask you about your singing and what kind of music. Or if you love movies and acting, like ask about that. Just like find out what brings them joy and talk about it. And don't be scared to share your story. Moving to a new spot, like I noticed how scary it was to actually share things about myself with all these new people, and I feel like I've been talking about like the power of vulnerability for so long now and how important it is to like share the real you with people. But I was talking about that when I already had my core group of people that I trusted and knew, and so it was easier to share myself with them. But now that I'm in a whole new place, I see how scary that actually is. But just because it's more scary does not mean it's any less important. So build the trust, but don't be scared to let people see you, because you want to be loved for you. You want people to love all of you, not just a version of you that you're presenting to them. Other than those few tips, if you had any questions for me about the moving process, or if you want to talk further about this, then go check out my Patreon page. That's where I'm going to be answering questions. That's where we're going to be continuing this conversation on. Also, if you go there, you can find out how to support me. Moving to a new city is actually a lot more expensive than I thought it was, and starting this new school, this ministry school, I'm so excited. But if you guys wanted to help me in that journey, oh my gosh, there's a family of people over there already on my Patreon page that are so generous and so loving, and I so appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. If you want to help as well, be a part of that, go check out my Patreon page. There's going to be a link in the description box below. I really hope that you guys want to get involved. There's a lot of exciting things going on. We're in the process of adopting a dolphin, rescuing kids from poverty. We're just sharing stories and really building community and learning together. Because hey, you guys, life's hard and we're in this together, and having people and having community makes all the world of a difference. So I'll see you over on that page. Okay, I love you, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.